Good morning, good morning. Well, I guess it would be technically afternoon now, but it's still like to me it's morning. Like I feel like it's morning.
It's morning for me.
Yeah, 'cause you sleep like all actual morning long. So
Hell yeah. But
I
I
would
wake up for
say,
it. I wake up early for us.
oh well, at least you
Yes.
put that effort in. But everybody, welcome to the ninth episode of the Gaming Den. This show brings you a lot of different topics and a lot of different things that you may not see or hear about on other podcasts that you may listen to. So I hope you guys are excited and I hope you guys are ready to hear some awesome things going on in the gaming world. With further ado, I am SheWulf, one of your hosts of today's show, but I also have joining me my other hosts of the Gaming Den.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Fox, aka Foxy. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing awesome. And wow, we haven't been here in a minute, right?
No, it's been
How have
like
you been? What have you been up to besides the hurricane madness?
streaming. Like streaming has been like super crazy.
Streaming is life for She-Wolf.
Streaming is crazy.
Um, yeah, the hurricane stuff really got in our way, but instead of gaming, I actually started focusing on my YouTube channel. So I did a lot of videos on there, which is cool. So that helped me get my mind off of things.
Oh, what? So
And
shameless plug. Make sure you guys go check out Fox's YouTube channel because she
true,
does a lot of amazing videos.
true. But I'm glad to be back on the podcast scene. We did Console Corner on Tuesday. Haven't If you
We
haven't seen that, check that
did.
out.
We
So that was
did.
really fun. And then now we're back on here, which is really cool. And this is also helping me get my mind off of other stuff, like other hurricanes hitting other places. So shout out to Puerto Rico. Hopefully everybody is safe out there. Love you. But yeah,
Very true. Very true. Which,
yes.
I've just been Mixer streaming it up like crazy. All you awesome people over on Mixer. Yes, we are live again, both on YouTube and Mixer, so you guys can hear us on both sides of the tracks, which is fun. Which is always fun. Maybe someday we'll come to Twitch. I doubt it, but
I doubt it. It's
I'll
just
give
like
people hope. And yeah, no.
But yeah.
Sorry. No, I
It's all
don't do
good.
Twitch. No, I don't do Twitch. So, Twitch, it ain't happening. But that's okay. That's okay. So, other than that, it has been a pretty crazy week. There's a lot of craziness going on. We have, like, the Xbox One X pre-orders, which have come up.
Oh yeah, fancy.
I know, right? Everybody was all worried because the special edition Project Scorpio Xbox One X released, and then they were like, oh my god, where's the pre-orders for the regular? And everyone
Yeah,
was going crazy. But
I was
me,
one of those people. I was like, what the heck? But I mean, I wasn't going crazy, but I was questioning, where's the other one? You know? So
I know,
I was
but
wondering.
I wasn't. I, with the head on my shoulders, turned around and said, I bet you it'll be a month later, just like they did with the S. And guess what, guys? They did. It was about a month later from the S. Because
She-
they're not going to release just the collectors and then not release the other one. It made no sense whatsoever. Like, none.
True. But everybody was wondering, like, how close does it have to be to the actual launch? So I think some people were a little bit worried, others were a little bit antsy because they wanted, you know, probably to buy one as a gift.
I
Maybe they wanted
guess.
the regular one,
But
not
after
the
them...
Scorpio edition.
That's true, but after them doing it with the S, I figured people would have just expected them to actually do it just
You
the
expect
same.
stuff of people?
I
Are you
do.
crazy?
Oh my god, I do. I do. People,
No.
I think you're all smart, and I thought you guys would have figured that out.
You're smart, but you have no patience, and we know
Yeah,
this.
no patience. Gamers do not have patience. I have a lot
Fact.
of patience, though. Impressively, I have a lot. But
Well, you're a mama. It makes
that's
sense.
true. That is true. But alright, so other than just going crazy with all that kind of stuff, there has been some other craziness going on in the gaming world that we would like to talk about. First, we're going to get to the down and gritty crap of the gaming world because, well, we might as well throw that one at you guys first before we get into the fun and exciting topics. So this is about games. Games, as everybody knows, is a UK gaming store. It's kind of like our GameStop and Canada's EB Games, and
Right.
they turn around and they tweeted out after Hurricane Irma. They were like, "Oh, hey guys, so." Really crappy what's going on with Irma, but hey, come check out our awesome tech stuff because, that's what apparently matters. Like, how stupid can you be?
How rude and insensitive can you be? Really?
It was. It
Um,
was very insensitive, like very.
yes. Yeah, I was actually shocked by that. I mean, I already didn't like the store. If I was in the UK, I would be bashing him just like I bashed GameStop. But I mean, this just like on top, that thing on top of the cake is like really. So yeah, I thought it was rude. The fact that they even hashtag Hurricane Irma on their tweet is like, really? Why would you do that? And yeah, at the same time, it's like Hurricane Irma has nothing to do with the UK, besides the fact that maybe some people know other friends of theirs that went through that. It has nothing to do with that store, so there's no reason why you even need to bring it up. It was
It
just rude.
does. It does. And like it, so what made no sense about it. Okay, so this is the exact tweet, guys, just so that you
Yes.
guys can hear the exact tweet. It was hashtag Hurricane Irma may be causing chaos, but check out our crazy good hashtag tech deals to brighten up your day. Hashtag game loves tech. Like, what the hell is your problem when
Rude.
you have people over here worrying if their families are going to survive, if their houses are going to survive? And yes, like you just said, Fox, they're overseas. They're not even the ones
Yep,
here going through
exactly.
any of this. Like, Puerto Rico got hit horribly. Cuba was hit really badly. Florida did get a lot more lucky with the fact that, the storm kind
Kind
of
of
went
turned
to
a
the
little bit,
west.
yeah. But still,
But
people lost their
they
lives. There
did.
was over 40 deaths. So, sorry for that. For those people that lost their family members. Our
Exactly.
hearts go with you, but it's really rude for them to even tweet that. And it's like, really about tech, like crazy deals. Like, get out of here, dude.
And it's
And
iPhones. Like, seriously? Really?
yeah, and it's all on top of that, whoever, I mean, maybe that particular person doesn't work for Game Store, but they're part of it, so they're probably like their whole social media person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they got fired. We don't know that. They never announced any of that information. But they did release a statement after the tweet. After BBC News got a hold of them, and they did say that the tweet was inappropriate and we've now taken it down. And I was like, really? Now you did?
But
And they said
see,
we have sympathy with their um with the affected people, with the affected families of the hurricane. So, yeah.
which is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, the thing is, once something is up on the web, it's there. It's in people's minds. Deleting it is not going to change the fact that you already said it. That's
Yeah.
the thing. And for like, there was about 6.5 million homes in Florida. 2/3 of them were totaled and were without power. Like, that is insane. And you're caring about your stupid cell phones and your tech from your store. Like,
Hmm.
if you wanted to be dumb about it, you could have at least like took out the hashtag Hurricane Herma, sorry, because like at least people who were using that were trying to actually help people, not be
Yes.
dicks about it.
Agreed.
Like, we already saw it. Sorry, games, it's too late. You already
Yeah.
did it.
It's already been screenshotted everywhere. It went on the news. Everybody knows. Like, come on. You're idiots, insensitive idiots. Hopefully you got fired for tweeting that out and you suck at social media. And only worry about what's going on, with I'm not gonna say like I don't mean to say it in a rude way, but like worry about what's happening in the UK. Maybe like related to something that's going on there instead of something that's going on somewhere else and people are
Yeah.
getting hurt and affected by. So you can sell, your stupid products or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Like,
yeah, I thought it was rude. I was gonna make like a total rant video about it, and I was like, okay, let me chill,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll wait. But yeah, it did happen like what, last week.
Uh-huh.
This tweet went out, and they deleted it a while later after it was asked, "What is
It was
this?"
November 11th. Wow.
Yeah.
So wasn't that like the day of the towers too?
No, you mean September?
September. Yeah, September 11th.
Yes, yes, yes. That happened.
Yeah, this came out on September 11th. So, wow, could you make the day even, like, wow, can we be any more of an ass? Like, It's insane what people do nowadays. It really is. And I wish people would think before they say something, especially if you are in a form of company that you're supposed to have, you know, what's the word I'm trying to think of?
You're representing a company and it looks bad.
Well,
It's
it's
just
not
rude.
even just that. It's anybody. Like, nobody should come out and say anything like that. Like,
True,
these
but
people
at
are,
the same
like,
time, if you have one person who says it in their
mm-hmm.
Twitter, they're responsible because they're an idiot, right? But like when you're speaking for a company, you're making everybody look bad. Like the
That's
fact
true.
that this went on the paper and it said game, retailer all over it. It just makes that company look bad. They already look bad as it is because they already they already have shitty prices and whatnot, like GameStop does, and they have really
That
bad
is
deals
true.
sometimes. But and then on top of that, you're gonna throw this is like that doesn't help. Doesn't make people
Yeah.
want to go to your store. It just seems like you're very insensitive and you don't care about the consumer, the customer, people in general, humans. You just care about selling and making a buck.
That is true. That is very
Yeah.
true. And I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way, that this was just ridiculous. They just, yeah. Don't let them on Twitter anymore. Fire
Nah.
them and just keep them away from Twitter. That would be your
Yeah.
smart
Get
thing
away
to
from
do.
Twitter. Don't use Twitter no more.
Yeah, don't
True.
don't use Twitter. Just don't do it. All right, so we're gonna move on to now some actual, like, I don't know if this is exactly highlighted news because, well, let's be honest, Ghost Recon has kind of disappeared
It's
underneath,
decent
like,
news.
well,
It's decent.
yeah, but it's just okay. So Ghost Recon, one is still, like, I did enjoy the game. I just thought that it didn't really have a lot to keep me going. It just it felt very repetitive, like you're doing the same thing over and over again.
Right.
But this seems to be where people are realizing that player versus player is, like, where to go in games. Like, gamers like to just shoot other gamers. It seems to be the thing. Like,
The way that you say
so
that.
I know, right? I had to say it like that. So, all right, gear up with Ghost, guys, because September 25th, you will be able to play the PvP mode for Ghost Recon. Now, I don't know if this is actually, like, in a beta mode. Like, it does say that it's an open, that it is going to be an open beta, so I'm guessing you're not, like, I don't know if you're gonna get to keep it. Like, I don't know. Betas seem
Right
to
now,
be,
I think right now it's a beta, but eventually it would open up and they would, fix all the little bugs and whatnot. But right now, I think I saw some gameplay and stuff like that of people testing it out and
yeah,
giving
but
them
you
feedback.
notice betas seem to just be the new, hey, we're gonna give you a new mode, and we're just gonna keep it in, like, beta, and
That's so they won't get backlash. That's
I
what
know,
that
that's
is.
what I think is
So,
funny, though.
so in
Beta,
case you do get upset and you're like, hey, this is really trash, they could be like, well, it's a beta. We're still working on
I
it.
know, but that's
Like
what I
that.
find is funny, though, because, like, so betas and alphas used to come out to allow so many gamers to actually work towards finding the actual bugs and fixing the bugs, and so the developers could work on their games behind the scenes kind of thing. But now, betas have pretty much become, like, this whole big open world to where anybody can kind of, like, if you own the game, you can get into this beta, you can try it. We don't really care about your feedback, but have fun playing it kind of thing. Like, it doesn't seem like that's, like, their main point of a beta anymore. It doesn't seem
Yeah.
like a beta is not actually meant to help fix the game. It's just meant to let the gamers play the game, but not really have an excuse to bitch when something goes wrong.
Yeah, it's basically early access. Hey, we're still working on it.
Well, I don't even know if it would be called early access because, like, you have a lot of
In a
games
way.
that come out that, like, so even Game Pass, or not Game Pass,
Game preview?
yes, the game preview. Even that, like, it's pretty, like, you're paying now. Like, now you're paying to play a beta of a game. You see what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of, beta has been taken to a completely new form of gaming, and One, yes, this seems pretty cool. I guess I'll probably check it out and see if it's actually, something I would stay into. Though with Call of Duty coming out very shortly, I don't know
Yep.
how long the Ghost Recon Wildlands PvP beta will actually succeed. Well, not succeed, but I guess stay in the form of, like, you know what I mean? Like, keep players. Because the one
Yeah.
thing Ghost Recon has is the boots on the ground. It stays away from the whole futuristic of the shooters that have come out lately. But with Call of Duty coming the way that they are, they're kind of like, hey, guess what? We're giving you everything you wanted, and we still have our name to back us. So I don't know if Ghost Recon is going to be able to actually keep themselves there
Well,
because of that.
it depends because if you want to scratch that itch where you're playing modern warfare, which they do have current weapons that are now available, in that past tense, like World War II, then you could scratch that itch with the now and the modern. But they also have third person, which is different than Call of Duty as well,
Well,
in some sense.
yeah, but a lot of games seem to be doing like first person, third person shooters where it's just more or less the fact that yes, it's cooler bringing PvP. Ghost Recon has kind of fallen on the back burner of a lot of games because of the fact that, one, it's Ubisoft. Ubisoft has had a lot of issues releasing games that weren't broken. And then the fact that Ubisoft comes out and, they don't seem to really keep supporting their games, if that makes sense.
I think the only one that really stands out to me when you say that is Rainbow Six,
Yes.
which is being supported, and I feel like they're putting their all into that game, and they're kind of
Yes.
lacking on others, which sucks because a lot of people are looking forward to Assassin, so hopefully they can pull that one off really well. But yeah, as soon as Ghost Recon came out, I didn't see hardly any excitement. I saw some people interested, and I feel like if they would have had this PvP mode day one, I think that it would have been better than the reaction that came out when the game came out, and people were comparing it to Division, and it was really weird.
Yeah. See, that's where, okay, so a lot of games I find personally have been kind of taking that wrong step out the door when they first launch. And that's where some of which we'll end up talking about another game that news has broken about. And I think, again, they kind of took a wrong step somewhere. But we'll get into that in just a bit. But back to Ghost Recon, it's kind of like, I enjoyed the game when I first played it. It was neat. I thought the open world thing was going to be awesome. But then I felt like I was doing the same thing over and over and over again and not really progressing to really anywhere. Like, yes, you were hunting people. Yes, you were somewhat leveling and you were doing all this stuff. But you weren't actually doing anything, like, extraordinary. You're still kind of killing, like, the same mobs. You're still kind of, like... So, just having only that, I find, brought the lackluster of the game. Especially, like you said, it was compared to The Division. And The Division is another one that was really heightened, but then fell down very short. And
yeah, it was good for a month, and then after that, it just died.
Exactly. In this game, I had the same feel. Now, possibly having the PvP, especially for over the summer, could have actually been a really good, a strong spot for them. They could have, and it probably could have kept players there. Because in this PvP, it has the 4 versus 4 team deathmatch mode, which, for how big their maps are,
Well, actually, no, the multiplayer maps are going to be smaller, actually.
They're shrinking them
It's not
down.
going to be
Now,
as...
I haven't tried this, guys, so I didn't know that, but...
No, it's fine. Yeah, they're shrinking them down. There's 8 of them, which I thought they would be at least 10 or 11, but 8 is fine.
Yeah.
It's better than 4, so whatever.
It's a beta, remember. It's a beta.
Yeah, but, at launch, I think they're going to have 8. Eventually, they would add more, but right now, on launch, they're going to have 8. In the beta, I don't know, I think they had, like, 3 or something like that. I don't know,
as of
amount.
right now, so the definition on this says, fight on 5 large maps throughout the wildlands.
So then, yeah, it was less. Now they're going to add more, so... What, on the 25th it was?
Yes, it comes out on the 25th, which, is really cool that you'll get to try this, but I just think it's bad timing. They should have timed this during the summertime to allow people, because nothing comes out during the summer. So
it wasn't ready though. You could tell.
No,
it wasn't. It was like second thought. They were like, "Oh, we really thought they were gonna." Well, I don't know what they thought really, but If
That's
they thought that we
true.
were gonna like the first game and it was gonna be enough, then they were wrong. And then they just added this to try to save themselves. Yes, obviously kind of late.
But see, that's where their problem is. They should have thought about this. Like, gamers like PvP. It just seems to be, the thing. People like to just go in and shoot their friends, shoot other people, just kind of have like fun versing, because that's what a lot of people do nowadays. Like, you have Rainbow Six. Just the fact that they had Rainbow Six should have given them that clue that PvP would have been smart to have with this game at launch. It would have, like, it should have gave you guys some clue. It really should have, because really, Rainbow Six is probably one of the biggest shooters, and it's still going. Like, it's still going really strong. There's streamers that you can see here on Mixer, where, a lot of you guys who are watching, I'm sure you guys all watch Rainbow Six players, if you're not already one of the Rainbow Six streamers out there. So, it should have gave them the common sense to have given a PvP mode to Ghost Recon, because there was only so much that you could do in that game before it became repetitive.
They had it in other previous Ghost Recon games, so why would you take that away when you already had that before? I used to play Ghost Recon, what was it, 3 on the 360, and then after that, Future Soldier, and I played the PvP more than I did the campaign, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm sure the YouTubers who are watching as well, I'm sure you guys, have played Rainbow Six and stuff. And I'm sure you guys are, you think all the same thing. Why didn't they have this before? And now to bring it out now, like, with the fact, like I said, you have Destiny, you have Battlefront 2 coming out, you have Call of Duty coming out, you have shooters that are going to have the name, first off, to stand on. And now they're also going to have, majority of the time, things that aren't, like, the games aren't going to come out broken. So it makes you, I don't know, it makes you wonder why they make choices like this now.
They're not thinking it through, obviously.
Clearly,
also,
but they didn't do right on the Division either, so am I surprised? No.
Yeah, also, like, Ubisoft and these Tom Clancy games, there's so many and they want to do so much, and then they don't live up to the hype, which I think is sad. But
I think they're pushing it on the Tom Clancy name, which is just...
Yeah.
It's just stop, guys. Just stop.
Yeah, and there's still more to come, probably.
Probably. If you want to do it, do it right. Actually stop and use that name. Like, the Tom Clancy name is a really very popular name. So, they should really stop and put a lot more consideration into these games before just pushing them out, because you do have the name to stand on, but you ain't got no legs underneath you. You're just falling down. Like, come on.
Yep. But, I mean, in a way, though, I can see where this game might get a little bit of life back into it. Until those other bigger titles come out later on. Like you said, the Call of Duties, the Assassin, the Star Wars, even the PUBG when it comes out on Xbox.
Yep.
I mean, eventually, people are going to go switch and go play those instead. But right now, I mean, if some people are interested in the modern warfare style third-person shooter, they might play this in between, and it might help them with this game bringing a little bit of life back into it, but I don't think it's going to be a big enough deal that everybody's going to be talking about it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
But you do have, like, what? Customizable characters, customizable guns. Like you mentioned, the 4v4, 8 maps. You have the classes. I mean, there's stuff in this game that do stand out to me when I was watching some stuff about it. You could also have not only your quick play, which you do that, but custom game. So if you want to do game time or anything like that, they do have customizable games that you can go in there and make yourself with your friends, and you guys could go in there and have fun together, which is cool.
That's true.
So yeah, I mean, there's stuff that stand out to me when it comes to this game.
Well, I guess people will probably check it out, but I still, if anything goes wrong, I think
go in there.
I'll probably try it, but I'm pretty sure if anything goes wrong, you better be ready, Ubisoft, because you can only make so many mistakes.
You better be ready for SheWulf's review.
yeah, I don't know. But, alright, so speaking of betas, I swear this generation is like betas. Betas everywhere because
Betas and delays.
Yes. Oh my God. Did you hear freaking what game is it? I really wanted it. Oh, Vampire, that game that we talked about on a show a couple what, months ago now? It's being delayed.
Yeah, about a month ago.
I was so sad. 2018?
Yeah.
God damn you people. Why couldn't you just give me the game? But anyways,
First Crackdown? No, Vampire?
I know Vampire.
Yeah, I'm so sad that got delayed.
Yeah.
But anyway, right.
Yeah, that's not one of the topics, so sorry guys. Anyways, so speaking of betas, we actually have another beta, which obviously is going to, perk some people's ears to wonder what's going on here. So we have the multiplayer beta for Star Wars Battlefront 2. It will begin on October 4th for those people who pre-ordered the game. EA will then open the beta to everyone on October 6th through the 9th. So, one, I have a pre-order code, so I'm going to be playing this, even though I really don't care a whole lot for Star Wars. Yes, I know, strike me down with the Thunderbolts and kill me dead now, but yes, I am not a huge fan of Star Wars. I do like BB-8 though, so that's what
she likes the cute robots, obviously.
I do. Yeah.
It's okay.
But
yeah, it's okay. We love Star Wars enough that yes, we're gonna try it, definitely.
Well, yeah, like you like Star Wars enough, you can like it for the both of us. I guess that will work.
The funny thing is that we both like Star Trek more, but I do like Star Wars more than you do.
Yeah.
And I do have fun playing the game. I think I played the first game way more than you and GKB combined.
I think I played it for maybe like 2 hours.
Game time. That's it. Game time. You were done.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Didn't buy it, so I never bought the game. And then when it came to EA Access, we just didn't even use it. So it was kind of like, meh, whatever.
But they gave you all the things. Chivos galore. Yeah. I liked it. I have fun.
It's an eh. But either way, so I'm sure there's a lot of Star Wars fans really excited to get their hands on to try the beta. Because, hey, who doesn't want a good beta? Because that's all we got, people. Betas. But,
that's all we play, is betas.
Yeah. So, the beta's going to have Starfighter Assault.
Yeah.
Which sounds
that's
more
one
interesting.
thing that stood out to me.
But
yes.
EA isn't offering any specifics yet about exactly what it is. But I'm assuming if it's called Starfighter Assault, that you probably get to actually try some of the vehicles that you get, like the ships and stuff that you get to drive around. Don't quote me, guys. I don't know, but
well, I can confirm that. Well, they did release a trailer of that gameplay of the ships and stuff. And yes, you get to fight in space and whatnot, which is awesome. And I can't wait to try that. But they didn't reveal which vehicles and which hero vehicles you get to try yet.
Oh, okay. So that was the specific. Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I guess they go into saying that you will partake in a massive space battle that takes takes place during the original Star Wars trilogy. I have no idea what that means, but hey, it sounds super exciting. No, I do know. Okay, so I do know the old movies. I just didn't really like sit and watch the whole entire movies, but I do know what they are, so I'm not completely stupid here, people.
The older movies are my favorite.
Oh yeah.
But I do like the newer ones as well, and I didn't care for the ones in between. But yes.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah,
that is good
I think it's
know.
fancy. But I understand why.
You'll also get to try out a 40-person battle.
Oh wow! I didn't even know that. That's awesome.
So
that's like Battlefield, kind of like.
Pretty much, yeah. Because it says EA also provided some information on what will be playable in the beta. You will get to try out 40-person battle in Theed, the capital city of Naboo. Them and their names. People love weird names.
The way you read it, it's adorable.
I know, because I gotta like Naboo. you gotta put like. I don't know. The weird word.
Emphasis on it.
There you go.
I get it.
There you go. Yeah, it's okay.
I can't wait. I'm gonna be playing this. Hopefully we can get some games in before you get too bored of it and disappear on me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Star Wars.
Well, I don't really
I
have
already
much
have
of
it
a
pre-ordered and
choice
everything.
because I'll probably be like streaming it like almost every day for the beta.
Oh
So
yeah, I got to do that. I want to stream it too because I
yeah,
have to get back into my mixer.
that
My
Mixer
mixer life.
life. But yeah, so
Hmm.
it, you know, definitely gonna be streaming this game on Mixer. So if you want to see me playing the beta, come join me there. But
And, and
also,
and saying Naboo.
Naboo, I will say I'll have like one of the like interactive buttons on the bottom that just
Oh,
has
do
like
it.
you can click it and you'll hear me say Naboo. I don't know, it'd be weird. But so
Nice.
yeah, I have my code for the beta, so I will be in the early access. So if you are in the early access as well, make sure you guys check out my Mixer page, and you guys will be able to play with me if they allow invites. Do we know if they're gonna? I have noticed a lot of like betas have not been allowing like friend invites.
Because
Which
they're
is kinda
shit.
weird.
Because they're broken.
I
That's
know,
why.
they're so broken, so they're like, we'll just
Okay.
leave it out so that you don't have to worry about it being broken.
Yes, and you know what? Speaking of which, they recently just fixed the one on the first game, so obviously they
That's
still
true.
have issues.
That's true. But I swear to God, EA, you better let freaking parties in this game
Yeah.
or this beta,
Yes.
because if not, I'm gonna walk over there and just boot you in the butt because I am just done already with like these.
She's had it up to here
I have.
with EA, and she's had it
I
up
am
to
up
here
to
with
here. You
Ubisoft.
can't see where here is, guys, but it's up to here
You can imagine.
somewhere. Yeah, just I don't know. Imagine where you think here is, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully you have a good imagination, because I guess if you don't have a good imagination, you may think like somewhere, I don't know, somewhere lower.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so if you're on Mixer or if you're on YouTube, let us know in the chat. Are you guys going to be playing the beta? Did you pre-order to get into the beta? Oh my god. Okay, so here's something funny for you, Fox. I went in. Okay, so I went into GameStop because I wanted the poster of the Call of Duty and the Destiny 2, because there's like this really cool, it's huge poster. If you watch Console
Yes.
Corner, you actually see the poster behind me and GKB.
Right.
One side it's got my Cade, yeah, my Cade.
Cade 6.
But yeah, you got Cade 6 on one side, and then you have Call of Duty on the other side. And so I went in there to get the poster, and they're like, oh, well, the only way you can get the poster, because Chris wasn't there, so of course I couldn't get them for free. And he's like, well, you have to pre-order Call of Duty. I'm like, ugh, okay, because I like buying digitally, so I was like, all right, whatever, I'll pre-order. Just, give me $5 on 2 games so I can get 2 posters. Then he turns around, and he's like, oh, so, did you know there's also going to be a beta for Battlefront 2? I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't really pay attention to the game, so it's not like I really paid attention to the fact that there was a beta coming.
Mhm.
And he's like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. He's like, but if you put $5 down, you can just play the beta and then just come back and cancel. I'm like,
GameStop people.
wow. I'm
Every
like,
day I'm hustling.
wow.
Every
Is that really
hustling.
how you promote selling things? You tell people to just come in, pre-order,
Yeah.
get a code, and then just call back
you
in
know
and
why?
cancel?
Because they get the bonus points today, and then somebody else gets the cancellation another time as a negative. They don't have to worry about it.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's
Yep.
true. Look at that. And I was like, I'm like, I do know your manager. And he's like, you know Chris? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I've been coming here for years.
Chris is her best friend.
I'm like, I've been coming here for years. I'm like, I don't think he would like to hear that you tell that to your customers. And he's like, well, there's no need to bring it up. He's like, I'm just trying to help you out. I'm like, okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
Mhm.
Goodbye. I did
Kinda
pre-order
smooth it
though,
out.
so that I can cancel later, because again, we actually pre-order all.
She's
of,
like, it worked though, just to let you guys
it
know.
did
It
work.
worked.
It did work. So I did pre-order so I could get the code, because we do end up getting it digitally on the Xbox store. Yes, Xbox, we buy everything from you because we love you. Well, except your consoles, because we go through GameStop because we get points. But
Wow.
we do. We get like all of our consoles through GameStop because you get like points, which then we can get like other stuff. So it helps. Plus, we usually use the trade-in bonuses. However, this time we're not, because, well, one, well,
All your consoles are awesome. That's
yeah,
why.
But I'm not gonna go into full details. You guys don't want to hear about all that crap again. So, other than that, who's gonna be playing the Star Wars beta? If you are you super excited to play it? And did you pre-order?
Oh, I have a question.
What's up?
Are you more excited about the multiplayer or the campaign? To you or anybody listening?
Obviously, the multiplayer, because the campaign is just I might as well just go watch Star Wars movies.
It's different, but okay.
But it's still okay. So a campaign is usually a form of like, it's put together like a TV show or a movie. No matter how you look at it, that is how a campaign is put together. It's just you actually getting to be the person that's going through the story. So obviously, like, a campaign is like me going to watch a TV show or a movie. Am I going to go and watch Star Wars movies? No, sorry. I tried that. I only get about halfway. I either fall asleep or I just turn it off.
Oh my
well,
God.
Except the new one. I did watch the new one. I did like the new one with Rey. I will give it that. And I also like the last one that just came out.
Rogue One.
Yeah, I did actually enjoy those. But overall, though, I'm more of a multiplayer gamer.
No,
like I love my multiplayer games. So like my PvP is just all no, might as well go watch a movie. My whole thing is like multiplayer games and the whole PvP kind of thing. So I'm more excited for that than the campaign. I'll probably play the campaign for the achievements, but
yeah, Chivos.
But like I couldn't even play the Star Wars Lego campaign because it was kind of like, I don't know. It bored me.
Yeah, but like I feel like Lego's different. It's an acquired taste.
I guess that's true. I guess that would be. I guess I'll have to try it and see where it goes. But again, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. So
True. Understandable.
Yeah. Plus, yeah, someone makes it like good point. You know, Wolfenstein 2 is gonna be out around that time, so I'll probably be playing that campaign.
Oh, nice.
I want that campaign instead of Battlefront 2 campaigns. So I'm only getting
take both. Thank you.
I'm only getting Star Wars Battlefront because GKB's getting it. If he didn't want it, I wouldn't own it. So, just saying.
Thank you, GKB. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, just saying, guys. Just saying. But hey, it probably will be like a community game time game. So, especially
we
for
got
how
a lot
many
of those
people.
coming back. Hell yeah!
Yeah,
Can't wait.
And you'll hear an announcement about that at the end of the show. All right, so we are going to jump into the next topic, which again, guess what? It's a form of beta. But
what?
not
It's
exactly.
Okay,
beta. So it's technically like a beta, but it's not a beta. Like, get over yourselves, people. Okay, so everybody has heard of the game Fortnite. This game kind of came out, and it kind of made a name for itself by the different attitude that they had, where, you know, you had a team and you were going against zombies, but you were building. You were doing something different than the normal 4-team setup. It's almost like a permanent horde mode, but like more cartoony, more like fun,
more creative,
yes.
Right.
And so that made it awesome. Definitely. But now they came out and they're like, hey, guess what? We're introducing something new to you all. And of course, that is Fortnite Battle Royale. Now, first off, anybody who has been paying attention to the PC or even Xbox world, because one game that has been very popular in the whole talk of things is PUBG. Now, for anyone who has gone and tried this game, or has even watched any, streams or videos or anything on this game,
right?
Battle Royale is a ripoff of PUBG. Right down to where you start in like an area, like they even have 100 people that you start with. Now, it is cool because of the fact that, PUBG is a very popular game. There, you do get the aspect of where you actually get to build, which I will get into because I actually played this and I actually did a few things like this, and we will get into that aspect. But the thing about PUBG is that they turn around and they're like, all right, PUBG is going to be coming to the Xbox this fall. And then, that was huge talk because it was a simple game. This game, you can go in, you find a place, you salvage, you pick up guns, you keep moving in as the circle moves in, people die,
survive.
You die, you start over. It's not a game. It's true though. It's not a game you have to actually what's that? Commit to.
Progress.
Well, no, you don't have to commit to. There's no
okay,
actual commitment to this game. You don't have to you don't level. You don't actually go into where, you have to build this huge character and then be better than everyone. No.
Right.
You literally all drop. You get into the same map. You survive. You find stuff first. And it's pretty much whoever has the better guns that found it at that particular time determines who's going to live or die. And you just survive till you're the last one, and then you get a cool chicken dinner. Whatever.
Sometimes you get chicken dinner.
Sometimes. I actually got one chicken dinner in PUBG, which was pretty cool. But the main thing about what's going on, though, is Fortnite has come out and pretty much stole their thunder. Like, let's be honest, they did. Copy paste. It was. Fortnite Battle Royale is pretty much an exact duplicate of PUBG, except with some minor differences. Yeah. Now, Fortnite players can play in the public test, which went live, back in September 12th. It went live. And so anyone who owned the game was able to play this, which was cool. Okay. I went in, I tried it, and come to find out, the game literally was the same thing. You had 100 people, you were in this one area, you waited, then you go into a bus. Instead of a plane, you're on a bus.
It was a bus. That's funny.
But you still have to jump off and find a spot on the map to find guns, to find things to survive, and then still kill other people. And the circle, still a circle that shrinks in, and you have to get to that circle before you die. Like, it's still the same. It's still the exact same. However, they turn around, and they're like, oh, guess what? We are now going to bring Fortnite Battle Royale will go free to everyone starting September 26th. So, first off, you're going to claim that this is a beta, obviously, so that they can they're bringing it out to beat PUBG before it comes out. Probably, end of November, possibly December, is what people are hearing that PUBG is going to come out. So they pretty much jumped on this as quick as they possibly could. Like, you're having people pay for your game because it's supposed to come completely free next year. Fortnite is supposed to be completely free next year. But they turn around and they're like, oh, we're going to give you Battle Royale, which is exactly PUBG, free.
Yeah, it's Fortnite PUBG. And at the same time, even though it's shady as hell, it's fucking smart. It's clever.
It is.
People are talking about their game right now. It brings life back to the game. I mean, this is the reason why they didn't finish. I mean, there's still stuff in the original game that's buggy and they need to fix because they're working on this on the side, basically.
Yep, and it's just, first off, why aren't you bringing the rest of your game free then? If you're going to bring this part of it free, why not just bring all of it free? But where my problem came into for this game, now this comes back to the whole, you stepped out of the door with the wrong foot. Even though it's like PUBG, it was a very smart idea because this also allows PlayStation players to have a form of PUBG game. And they will get to play it because this is going to be on consoles everywhere. This isn't just going to be Xbox only. So this is opening up to a wider audience, and that was smart of them to do. But where I find they stepped out of this wrong is they don't have squads yet.
No, it's a free-for-all, basically. That's it.
Yes, it's pretty much free-for-all, and they're not bringing squads yet. However, there is like this thing where you could actually, if all of your friends go and click on it at the exact same time, you actually have a very high chance of all being in the same server. However, the problem is, if you are caught teaming up with somebody, it is a bannable offense. And that kind of makes you think, well, that's kind of crappy because of the fact that, PUBG is definitely, like, I personally, I've played PUBG. I have played Fortnite PUBG. And I like playing these kind of games with somebody. I don't like just running around by myself. I enjoy these kind of games better with a squad. So
yeah, you got a team. You can be more tactical together, and you can help each other when you're in different houses. You could say, "Oh, there's a shotgun over here," or helmet fest, all that good stuff.
Well, also, if I'm like in like apocalyptic world where I'm literally trying to survive, I would rather have people with me than trying to like, it would be boring as hell trying to do this by myself. So
Okay.
they
Yeah,
should have
sure.
had squads from the start, and that's where I find they kind of went wrong on this part, because they didn't, and I don't even know when squads are coming. There hasn't actually been any form of, hey, squads are coming when it comes free. No, we haven't heard anything about that yet. We just know that it's coming soon. And that's where I think their problem was. They shouldn't have released this without squads, especially when their base game is 4 players,
Right.
which is kind of weird. Like, it should have started with 4 players. They could have done matchmaking. They already have the matchmaking in the base game.
Yeah.
So
They have the layout actually when you start looking for a match.
Exactly. So
the
they
Battle
could
Royale.
have done it. They could have done squads, and they could have had matchmaking for people who don't have a squad. So, but in reality, whatever, I guess, they didn't do it. And I do find that's the one faulty that they did have. But at the same time, I do think that they were trying to steal PUBG's thunder. I do. But in beneficial, it does help out the PlayStation gamers, because in that aspect, it is cool that they will get to play something like this. Because the game style itself is still really fun.
Yeah.
Like, I
It's
remember...
the only way that PlayStation's getting PUBG right now. That's basically it. You're getting Fortnite PUBG.
That's pretty much it, guys. But overall, I have to say, like, it was fun where, like, I was trying to survive, okay? So I was going through, and it was, like, down, like, the last 13 people. So I built a house around me. Because, like, that's the
Nice.
difference. That's the difference that, like, PUBG and Fortnite has, is Fortnite you can actually still build things. Like, it still gives you the aspect of being able to build and protect yourself. You can find traps and all that kind of stuff. And I actually I built a shack around me so that I could, like, just sit there in, like, this little thing and just, like, sit behind a barrel and wait for somebody to come in. I got screwed though. I did get screwed though, because the circle went smaller and it went on the opposite side of my my little shack, so I had to go out and I lost my shack. And then I died anyways from a girl that was, like, hovering over a rocket launcher, which really sucked. But
Ouch.
yeah.
No, but like,
there is still cool aspects to this game as well, where, you can protect yourself a little more than obviously in PUBG and stuff like that. So there is definitely differences in the games, which will obviously bring different audiences and stuff like that. Someone says in Mixer, you really think Fortnite will steal some user base though? I don't know. Because of the fact you're waiting so long for PUBG to actually release on Xbox, this gives users something that feels like that. This gives users time to actually play this game, especially coming free.
Not only that, it also, if they're interested in that aspect that you said, that you could build stuff around you can have traps, that also might entice someone more than in PUBG, when you start off. And it's different. I mean, PUBG has vehicles. I don't think this game has vehicles. So there is somewhat difference in both games, but overall they're the same thing. So there are smaller details that someone might like on the Fortnite more than the PUBG, which, again, PUBG is only available on PC right now. So this is better for console. Especially, like you said, for those people who are waiting.
Exactly.
But it is pretty cool to build some stairs to go up to a hill that you normally couldn't get to, and then you could snipe up there if you wanted to, because I seen someone do that. So it is interesting in different ways.
That is true.
But yeah.
That is exactly it. And, I just... Don't shoot it down yet, guys. I would give it a try. It's free. Like, it will be free.
Definitely try it.
It's coming free September 26th. So just give it a try. You may actually enjoy it. And hey, if anything, it will actually put you into some aspect of what PUBG is going to feel like. So if you are really excited for PUBG and you just can't wait, go for it. Play some Fortnite.
Yeah, but remember, it's free for all, so you're on your own. Everything you collect, everything you get is, no communication with anybody else.
That is true.
From what I know. I played it. It was tough because I'm not used to those type of games.
Yeah. That is true. That is very true. You are by yourself. So yes, Fortnite, only the Battle Royale will be free on September 26th. You won't get the base game free, so just remember that, guys. So we are going to move on now to a couple games that we'd like to talk about. I think I'm only gonna actually jump into one because we kind of talked a lot on the other topics. So
Yeah,
we're kind of cutting time pretty close here. So I'm actually gonna jump into one game that I think you guys might actually be interested in, which is Oxenfree. It is a supernatural thriller about a group of friends who unwillingly open a ghostly rift. Play as Alex, a bright teenager who brings her new stepbrother Jonas to an overnight party on an old military island. The night takes a terrifying turn when they unwillingly open a ghostly rift, spawning from the island. Ugh, my nose is itchy, I'm sorry. How you deal with these events, your peers. Now, what's interesting about this is you determine every aspect of Alex's story while exploring Edward's Island, uncovering the base dark past, and changing the course of your friends' lives. Now, this is actually free on Xbox Live right now. Mm-hmm. So, this is one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this game, because it is actually pretty interesting how they play out this story. It definitely makes you wonder what's going on. Now, there is different endings. There is a lot of alternate endings that you can actually come up to depending on how you progressed your story, which I thought was really neat and definitely brings something different to the game. I love the art style in this game. The art is gorgeous.
Yes.
It's like this water painting kind of look to it. And there was actually some parts that, I was so intrigued that I was like, oh my god, what's going to happen? And you think you know what's going to happen, and I got a different ending, so that's not what happened. So that was kind of weird. But overall...
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. So I thought it was really cool, and I wanted to share it with you guys because, again, it is free on Xbox Live right now. So, download it, give it a try, and see what you guys think. Fox, are you going to give it a try?
Oh yes, I downloaded it. I haven't tried it yet, but I do like the art style. Definitely stands out to me. I like the side scroller aspect of it. So I'm intrigued as well, and the fact that you mentioned that you have different endings and stuff like that. I think is interesting. I don't think I would get all of them, like you do in certain games. What was it, Layers of Fear? I think you got like multiple endings or something.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do
3.
that, but hopefully, nice. Hopefully, I get a good ending that I'm happy with. So yeah, I like the way the game looks itself, so I'm intrigued, and I did download it for free, so yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So you guys, I hope you guys go and check it out, and, give it a look. I think you might enjoy it.
It looks dark and creepy, though.
It is.
In certain aspects, it looks dark and creepy. I'm like,
well, yeah, they
I don't
open
know
a
about
ghost
this.
rift. Come on, they're opening up a ghost rift. Obviously, there is going to be some creepiness to it. There has to be.
Yeah. No, it looks cool. It looks cool.
That is for sure. So if you guys, again, go check it out. It is free for Xbox Live, I believe, until the 1st of October. So go give it a try. Check it out. And yeah. Alright, so what do we want to jump into now, Fox?
The challenge? The list challenge?
Alright, so we're going to jump into the fun list challenge. I was getting a phone call earlier, so my bad.
You tell them to go away.
Yeah, I did. Alright, so this challenge that we have... Okay, so what this is, every week we will be taking a list from, I think it's like Gaming Bot. They do this thing where they take a certain category, like for instance, games you shouldn't play alone, or top 10 worst campaigns or something like that. And they put a list together thinking of what they thought should best suit this list. And we thought it would be cool to take one of these lists and see if we agree with them. And this week we actually picked real life things video games always screw up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Which
I
you're
thought.
right. I read through some of it. And you mentioned that it was funny, and I thought it
Yeah,
was funny as well. And this one is kind of different than the other lists that we do because they get very specific with certain games and titles. But this
that's
one's a
true.
little bit more, yeah, broad and general. So I thought
That's
this
true.
interesting. This list was interesting and different. So yeah.
All right. So the first one on this list is jumping. A vast majority of video games involving jumping as a part of a character's set of moves. But consider this: how often do you actually jump in a given day? Like, really? Or even in the past month or so? How much do you guys jump? Like, do you just randomly go walking and just jump? Like, no, you don't.
I mean, yeah, if you do parkour all the time, sure. That's about
True.
it.
True.
But yeah, I like how they pointed that out and they had Mario on there, the classic Mario. I was like, yeah, this is true, but you never really think about it. Obviously, in games is different because you're going through obstacles. So like you have certain things you have to get through and certain areas that are blocked. You do need to like jump a lot and stuff. So
That's true. Like,
it's funny that you never really think about it. You just naturally do it.
well, yeah, but like, sorry, but if I was like in a video game and I had to like, obviously had things coming up in front of me, yes, obviously I'm going to jump. Like, really, I am going to jump.
Especially if you're in a side scroller, because there ain't nowhere else to go.
Exactly. There's nowhere else you're gonna go but up, or over,
Yes.
or under, and you're still jumping.
Or,
So it's just kind of funny.
crouching and
Like,
jumping.
how much do you really jump in real life? So it's kind of funny that I thought that like this was just interesting, especially saying that Mario's 25-foot jump. Like it's
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of funny, and I
He
thought
has
it was
that natural
hilarious.
halo jump, I think.
Yep. Yep. What else we got, Fox?
Um, I think they mentioned running, and then they had a image of Sonic,
Yep.
which which obviously does not make any sense because of the way that he runs, the way that he rolls. Uh, what else? Oh, okay. So with food, they pointed out Cookie Mama and how like it doesn't look realistic and it isn't uh like it doesn't
Doesn't look
cook the same
edible.
like the length. Huh?
Well, it also doesn't look very edible either.
Yeah, well, yeah, it doesn't look appetizing at all. But at the same time, like the time that you cook and stuff is not realistic at all. Like, because everything's done really fast and stuff like
Well,
that.
yeah, but nobody wants to play a video game where they're cooking. Like, if they're doing, like, for instance, Overcooked. Okay, Overcooked is a good one. Like, you are not going to want to sit there for 30 minutes waiting for soup to boil. Like, really?
True.
Who would want to
Yep.
do that?
Not realistic at all. And it doesn't look the same at all.
Yeah, so, yeah. Obviously, food cannot be realistic. Like, obviously. But hey, they may think so. So another one on this list is swimming. Video games include a dozen types of swimming, and every one of them act like gravity is hilarious science of jokes. That sentence doesn't even make sense. Obviously, they're trying to say that gravity is just a joke when it comes to swimming and stuff like that. Mario
they
type
don't.
swimming, you sink like a stone, which is true. You go in water and you're gone.
But at least Mario swims compared to Sonic, which he just walks around.
That's
I
true.
was like, wait, Sonic doesn't even swim. He literally goes to the next area. He walks over, he gets air from bubbles, which doesn't make any sense, and he just walks along in slow motion.
That's true. That is true. Like, it's just hilarious because obviously games are not going to do everything exactly like realistic because it just wouldn't make any sense
Well,
for
yeah,
them to
it's
do
a
it.
fake
But,
world.
yeah.
It's a fake world, and they're trying to just entertain.
It's imagination. It's what people wish things could be like. Though
I don't
I
know,
think sinking like
'cause-
a rock and dying would probably
Yeah.
not be a fun thing to do. But
Well, at the same time, I think with Mario, you don't run out of air, and then with Sonic, you do. So I think it's weird.
that's true. That's true. That is true.
But you were mentioning like stuff about real life. I'm like, what about stealth? When they had Metal Gear and he's in his box, I don't think I would be interested in any of that. Like, if anything, when I was little, I used to hide in boxes and away from my brothers and stuff, but
You
why
don't want
is
to be a
Snake
box?
hiding in a box when he's trying to be stealthy? Like, why?
That is true. You don't want to be a box, though?
No, no, I don't want to be box. No thanks.
You should want to be a box, damn it. Or what is
Box
it?
fire.
What is it?
Thanks.
The new, Prey. Can't you, like, turn into a cup or something?
Oh my God, yeah, you could like hide as items and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, who would want to do that? I would not want to turn myself into a cup and then, like, hope to God that somebody doesn't come up and try to drink from me. Like, that would be the oddest thing ever.
Oh my God.
Like, the weirdest thing ever. Like, ugh. Weird.
Not only that, imagine if they drop the cup and it breaks.
Oh my God. Well, no,
You're
you
dead.
would be like a stainless steel cup or something.
Sure.
At least I would want to be a stainless steel cup, so at least
I would be a
didn't break.
cheap cup. I would break instantly.
Oh, okay. Another thing that they have on this list is combat. The only thing about combat that video games seem to get right is that almighty headshot.
Yep, headshot's the only realistic
is
thing. You die
true.
instantly.
Like, you get
Yep.
a headshot and you're dead. Like, that's it. You're dead.
But
You're dead,
explain
dead,
to me
dead.
how when you shoot someone in the heart, they're still running away. How does that make any sense
Yeah, I don't
at all?
know. I don't know. And then you have to, like, shoot them, like, 50 billion times just for them to actually, like, die. Like,
Or go down.
yeah.
At least in Gears of War, you go down and you're like bleeding out slowly until your friend picks you up, somehow magically
Yeah.
heals you. But yeah, it is pretty bad with certain game combat when they're bullet sponges and you're like, yeah, in real life, me shooting your kneecaps, you wouldn't be able to run away. But yeah.
Next one, we have, Fox, if you want to do the next one.
Death. Dying in a game, so unrealistic to real life. Obviously, this is the biggest one compared to all of them because in certain games you start off with 3 lives and then you have to earn the rest. And then in other games you just respawn. Like life doesn't even matter until the match is over. So that does stand out, and it's pretty bad when little kids think that that's normal. That's not normal. In real life, we do care what happens overall. So that is completely not like the game. In real life, they don't, not at all. They don't compare.
Very true. Very true. But deaths are kind of funny, though, because, like, obviously they can't be perfect. Like, the way that people,
What, in a
like,
game?
obviously like, in a game, if
Okay.
you
Oh my
die,
God, hopefully.
like, no, in the game, if you die, obviously you want to be able to come back. Because, like,
Yeah.
the game would just be done. So...
Well, that's basically PUBG, right? You die, that's
well,
it.
yes, but you then go back and you just play again. So...
True. True, true, true.
I don't know. I just think it's funny.
But-
It's only because every other aspect of video games, from running to eating, is so far is so far off from reality that death has to be a flexible part of gaming.
Yeah, because it keeps you coming back. Imagine if you played a game and that's it. You die. You
Mhm.
can't play that game anymore. Well, then obviously gaming wouldn't be at all what we're used to, what we go back to, what we use as entertainment. So the replayability, the fact that you could come back and keep playing, the fact that you go back in there and help your friends out, revive people, like all that stuff, it's worth it. So yes, it isn't real at all.
No,
But
obviously
I think
not.
death
but...
is the worst one out of all those.
Well, yeah, especially, like, you get, like, 3 or, like, 9 lives, and it's like, yeah, no, that doesn't happen. Sorry. That just doesn't happen. But at the
Yeah.
same time, like, are you surprised? Like, obviously, a game needs to progress, so it needs to be able to have several lives for you to keep going. So, I don't know. I guess
It's
their,
why-
their whole list is just hilarious.
Yeah, it's why most games are video games and not real at all. And there's not as many as like simulation
Yeah.
into realistic stuff.
But at the same time, video games are supposed to be the imagination. It's supposed to be the unthinkable. That is what
The
video
escape
games.
from
Yes,
reality.
exactly, the escape from reality, and that is what video games are supposed to portray. So why wouldn't things be out of the ordinary? They wouldn't be just like real life. So this list is kind of a joke, but we thought it would be funny to share it with all of you guys.
Yes.
So yes, we're going to jump into the Twitter questions from you guys. If you guys have any questions you guys would like to throw out in the chat, we will actually be probably taking a couple of them as well. So, you want to take it away, Fox?
Yes. So these are some of the Twitter questions that we got from the last time we were on. So some of these are kind of old. And then we do have like a new one as well. So the first one was from Scrotum a while back, and he asked if you had to choose which would you rather have in a game, great music, crappy voice acting, or great voice acting and crappy music.
Ooh, I guess I would rather have. Oh, I don't know, because like if you have crappy voice acting, you can usually just like turn down the voices and just listen to the music. But if you have crappy music and really good voice acting, then you can just like turn down the music and listen to the voices. But if it's like bad voice acting, you also have subtitles, so you can just read subtitles. So I don't know which
Oh,
way
that's
I
a
would
good one.
want.
I didn't think of subtitles at all, but
Yeah, like you'd have still good music, but you could just read what was going on.
true, true. I thought it was a tough question as well, even though it seems so simple and so easy. I thought it was tough because I really had to think through it a couple of times, but I'll link it and I'll justify it with this by saying that if it impacts the story and I care about the story and I care about the characters, then I care about good voice acting.
That's true. That's true, because then I guess by then music doesn't really matter, especially depending on the game, because some music you don't really hear anyway, so I'd rather have like good voices than have good music, because really a story is to tell you about things, not really to listen to things.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I mean, it's still a tough one when you really think
It
about it.
is.
And I have a feeling, I don't know, Skirtum, you let me know because he's in the mixer chat, that he asked this right around the time that Life is Strange came out because it has both of those things perfectly,
Ah.
in my opinion, and in a lot of my friends' opinions as well, where they have great voice acting with a great story, and then they also have great music to go along with it. And I feel like that's why he asked. And I did think about Life is Strange, and that's a tough one. But mostly, I want good voice acting because it links with the story, and then I'll think about the music after.
Well, I guess that works. That is definitely it was a good question. Like that's tricky. I don't know. It really depends on the game.
And then
Really
Luca says the same thing I just said, like in the chat. Yay, Luca! He's talking about
Yeah.
Life is Strange. Nice.
Spider-Man says, is Destiny getting 4K on the Xbox One X? Alright, so with the 4K in the X, guys, and depending on games, I know some people are saying it's confirmed there is going to be 4K. Some say that there isn't. You're not going to know until the X count comes out and you hear that the actual update comes out. Chances are there will be, just because 4K is the new thing. So chances are a lot of like newer games are going to get the 4K update and all that kind of stuff. So whether it's native 4K, I don't know. We are going to just have to kind of wait on that one. So
Yeah, I don't know about that.
yeah, I don't know. All right, what
You want
other
me to move on
questions
to the
we
next
got?
one? There's a oldie as well. But I'll skim through it. And Gore asks if all of the negative um reception regarding Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, are you still interested in the game? In which, by the way, this was before the game came out. It had so many negative things regarding that game. And now it's out, and I think it's done okay. But not that many people I thought were gonna pick it up picked it up. Are you interested in Marvel vs. Capcom, SheWulf?
So I'm just gonna, because we actually talked about this before the show. I'm just gonna say I like Injustice better. I really don't care too much
She's
for
like,
this game, so that's my thoughts. Sorry.
right. But I feel like I I was more interested before. So like obviously to answer this question, I was interested in it before, and so I started hearing all the things about like a lot of the characters being DLC where you have to buy them separately. A lot of the characters that we all know and love from Marvel vs. Capcom, like Wolverine, and other X-Men characters were not going to be in it, so that was
Mm-hmm.
disappointing. Also, I did play the demo, and it didn't feel as great as I thought it would. It felt very
Ooh,
heavy and clunky and not smooth, and
well,
I
that's
don't know, it
not
wasn't
good.
fun, basically, is what I'm saying. And now that the game is out, I still haven't picked it up. So it did affect me hearing all those, and hearing and seeing all those negative things, that I'll get it eventually when it's on sale.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and have you seen that special edition thing, like with the eggs?
Oh
Have you
my
seen that?
god, with the freaking okay, one, the character looks horrible from what they said it was going to like even her, like even just
Miss
yeah, Miss
Captain Marvel?
yes, Captain Marvel. Even her, she looks absolutely horrible in real life than what she was supposed to look like.
Oh, the
And the
statue?
freaking yeah, and the Easter eggs is just come on.
The Easter eggs.
Like
It's pretty
really?
bad. They
You
light up.
show this amazing looking box with like real like somewhat looking crystals and then you give
Gems.
Easter
Yeah.
eggs. One, first off, to come up with fake looking gems, like there's freaking Halloween costume crap that looks better than what you
Yes.
actually gave. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I saw it. I was like, no, good thing I didn't buy that. I was gonna pick it up because I was gonna get two of the statues and then give my brothers the other statues.
Mhm.
So I was gonna pay for most of it, right? Because I wanted the game as well. But then I was like, oh, I played the demo. I'm not interested that
Yeah.
much. So good thing I didn't pick that up.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
maybe in the future, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. So, what other questions we got?
And then the latest one was from actually this a couple days ago was from Tibados. He asked, "What is your favorite handheld game or series to play when you're away from your console?
Um
Do you play handheld at all, SheWulf?"
No. I used to
No, not at
like
all.
I liked playing on the Wii U when I had it. But that well,
That
okay,
was
so
kind of. That was
I
not
got
right.
the Wii U to be able to play Epic Mickey on the actual like screen itself, not the TV, but then they released it and it didn't have that feature, so that kind of went downhill, but yeah,
Yeah, that was crappy.
I don't
It
play
sucked that
handhelds.
some games had that feature, not all games. But how about mobile games? You want to relate it to mobile
No,
games?
I don't even play mobile games. I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
All right.
My phone. Okay, does Netflix count? If
No,
Netflix counts,
no,
I
that's not a
watch
game.
Netflix on my phone all the time.
That's not a game.
Mm.
All right, so
Why
I'll
not
answer
Media
mine.
Center for Crab Gamers a game? No.
Oh
Just
my
kidding.
God.
Just kidding.
All right, so mine would be like whenever I feel like, like recently with the hurricane, I did go back and I played my 3DS and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
then I also talked to my big brother about like Game Boy and stuff like that. We haven't had that discussion in a long time. So if I had to think about it, because I do have a few games and I'm not going to mention all of them, the ones that stand out to me is one that I've been playing since I was younger. So it'll be Super Mario Land 2. I could always go back to that and still be
Nice.
entertained, and it's classic.
Mhm.
And Tetris. It's another classic one that I
Tetris.
could just play anywhere on a phone or on a handheld device. So, yeah, that's rare that it happens because I'm usually on Xbox or PlayStation. But
Yeah.
when I do pick up my handheld, those are the two games I always go back to. Um, and yeah, the lights have to be off for me to play those, like when the hurricane came by.
Yeah, I just don't have a handheld, and even on my phone, like, let's see. What apps do I have on my phone for game? I
What
don't
about
even
how about the
have.
Switch? What about the Switch?
I don't play the Switch.
Okay. She's like, it doesn't
Honestly,
leave the dock.
well, no, it
It is.
doesn't. It doesn't. But
Yeah.
I actually haven't touched the Switch actually since we got it. So again, it's like the
Yeah.
PlayStation 4. I haven't touched it since we got it. I just don't. I play my Xbox and PC. That's it. Um, I don't
Do you
know.
have any other questions?
I don't even have like I have no apps like games on my phone at all.
Yeah, I don't like playing mobile games. I mean, obviously, I went through the whole Pokemon Go phase. When was that? Like a couple weeks, and then that was dead. Um,
I had that
and
one, but
I've
that was
tried
it.
other games like Runner and Candy Crush back in the day when they first came out, and I deleted those right after. I
Yeah, I
played them
never
once or
played
twice.
those.
Yeah, and Angry Birds back in the day as well. That's I mean, I can't get into mobile gaming.
No, it's just it's on it. Like when we lose power and stuff, I tend to like I read. Like I do like reading on my phone. I do read. So
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
tend to just put like books on my phone and just read. I don't play the games on my phone or anything like that. So that's just me.
True. That's a good thing.
But yeah,
Saves less
so
battery.
is there any other questions? Because if not, we will get out of here.
Those are the ones specifically I wrote down.
All right. Well
If
then,
anything from the chat, let me know.
well, I haven't seen any questions other than the one about the Xbox One X.
Okay.
So, with that being said, guys, all right. So that was it for this week's show. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode and all the great topics and segments that we bring you each week. And of course, you will be able to find all of our information in the description below. I was one of your hosts of today's show, which you can catch me on Mixer live Monday to Friday from 8 in the morning till 12 o'clock, where, hey, I love to hang out with all you guys, play games, and just have fun. So now I'm going to hand it off to my other host.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with us. If you're if you're in live chat right now on Mixer or YouTube, or if you're listening to this later on, really appreciate it. To everybody affected by the earthquake or the hurricanes, I hope
Or the forest
best.
fires. I saw like overseas there
Oh
was a
yeah,
lot of
that.
forest fires, so.
Yes, please stay safe. Hopefully you're okay. Hopefully, friends and family that you know are safe and well. If you want to donate or anything like that, I've seen a lot of that stuff on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So best wishes to all that. So yeah, if you guys want to chat with me, I'm on Twitter. She said the links and stuff are below. I do YouTube videos. I have to get back into Mixer, so hopefully I'll do that very soon, especially with all the betas that are out that I want to mess with. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody for hanging out with us. And check out Console Corner if you missed it on Tuesday. It was amazing. And we'll be back on Console Corner next week as well. So hopefully you guys can hang out with us on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Definitely. And of course, you can find me on Twitter and everywhere at xSHEWULFx with a U, not an O. So come check us out. Come hang out with us. We really appreciate it, guys. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out today. Have an awesome weekend. And thanks for tuning into the show. We are out.
Bye.